The quiet ones. The massive alien ships hung in Earth's sky like dark storm clouds, their shadows falling across every major city. Dr. Elena Vasquez adjusted her glasses and continued cataloging ancient texts in the university library, even as sirens wailed outside. While world leaders scrambled and military forces mobilized, she remained focused on her work. Knowledge had always been her weapon of choice. Dr. Vasquez, shouldn't we evacuate? Sarah Chen, her young engineering assistant, peered nervously through the window at the alien vessels. Elena smiled calmly. Where would we go, dear? Sometimes the safest place is right where you are. She had spent her life studying civilizations that rose and fell throughout history. This moment felt familiar, like reading about ancient invasions in dusty books. The surrender ultimatum came within hours. Earth's governments had 24 hours to submit, or face total destruction. Military analysts concluded that humanity's weapons were useless against the alien technology. The world prepared for the worst. When the alien soldiers arrived at the university, Elena and Sarah were still in the library. The towering beings wore advanced armor that shimmered with energy. Their leader, Commander Zexathul, stood nearly 8 feet tall with 4 arms and eyes that glowed like burning coals. You will come with us, Zexathul announced through a translation device. Your species requires study before integration into our empire. Elena stood slowly, her movements deliberate and calm. Of course, Commander. I imagine you have questions about our civilization. Zexathul studied the small, middle-aged human with curiosity. Most specimens cowered or fought. This one seemed almost eager to cooperate. Aboard the mothership, Elena and Sarah found themselves in a sterile examination room. Other humans sat in nearby cells, their faces showing terror and despair. Elena remained composed, even friendly. Tell me about your species' weaknesses, Zexathul commanded, settling his massive frame into a chair designed for his alien physiology. Elena nodded thoughtfully. We're quite fragile physically, limited lifespan. We fight among ourselves constantly. We destroy our own environment. She paused, then added with a slight smile, but we're excellent learners. Learning is irrelevant when facing superior technology, Zexathul replied dismissively. Your civilization lacks the advancement to resist us. True, Elena agreed. We can't build ships like yours or create weapons that powerful, but we've survived ice ages, plagues, and countless wars by adapting. We learn from everything we encounter. Zexathul laughed, a sound like grinding metal. Your primitive learning means nothing here. Over the following hours, Elena continued answering questions with remarkable cooperation. She shared details about human history, culture, and technology. The alien commander grew more confident that humans posed no real threat. Elena appeared to be exactly what she seemed, a harmless scholar with no military value. What Zexathul didn't realize was that Elena had been studying him just as carefully. Her historian's mind cataloged every detail of alien technology, social structure, and behavior patterns. She noticed how their translation devices worked, how their security systems operated, and most importantly, how they communicated with their ships. Sarah, Elena whispered during a brief moment when the guards weren't watching. Remember your engineering classes. Their power systems follow the same principles as our electrical grids, just more advanced. Sarah's eyes widened as understanding dawned. Elena wasn't just answering questions randomly. She was gathering intelligence. While the aliens celebrated their easy conquest of Earth, Elena quietly worked. She had spent decades studying how information spread through ancient civilizations. Now she applied those lessons to alien technology. Their communication networks were sophisticated, but followed logical patterns that reminded her of historical trade routes. Using her knowledge of information systems and Sarah's engineering skills, they managed to access the ship's communication array. Elena's message was simple but powerful. This is Dr. Elena Vasquez. I'm transmitting from the alien mothership. Their technology isn't magic. It's just advanced science. Here's what I've learned about their weaknesses. The broadcast reached resistance cells across the globe. Elena's detailed analysis of alien technology provided exactly what human scientists needed. Within hours, makeshift weapons began appearing in cities worldwide. Underground networks shared information faster than the aliens could respond. Zexathol stormed into the examination room as alarms blared throughout the ship. "What have you done?" Elena stood calmly, no longer appearing meek or harmless. "I did what humans always do, Commander. I learned. I adapted. I shared knowledge with others. You were supposed to be harmless, a simple keeper of books." "That's your mistake," Elena replied with quiet confidence. "You assumed the quiet ones were powerless. But librarians, teachers, and scholars are the most dangerous humans of all. We preserve knowledge, we connect information, and we pass wisdom to the next generation." Explosions rocked the ship as human forces launched coordinated attacks using Elena's intelligence. The aliens' technological advantage crumbled as humans adapted their own weapons and tactics. "You underestimated us," Elena continued as chaos erupted around them. "You saw our libraries and schools as weakness, but knowledge is our greatest strength. Every human who ever read a book, solved a problem, or shared an idea contributed to this moment." Zexathol's forces were retreating on all fronts. The humans had turned the aliens' own technology against them, using Elena's discoveries to level the playing field. As the alien ships prepared to flee Earth, Zexathol faced Elena one final time. "Your species fights without honor. You use deception and trickery." Elena adjusted her glasses and smiled. "We use intelligence, Commander. We learn from our enemies, adapt to new situations, and never stop growing. Today you learned why the quiet ones are the most dangerous humans of all." The alien fleet disappeared into space, carrying word of humanity's unexpected victory. Elena returned to her library, but now her work had new purpose. She began documenting everything they had learned about alien technology, ensuring that future generations would be prepared for whatever challenges lay ahead. The quiet ones had saved the world through knowledge, curiosity, and the unbreakable human spirit of learning. In a universe full of advanced civilizations, humanity's greatest weapon had always been its endless desire to understand and grow.